Well, everyone, welcome to another episode of Free Training Friday. I'm the host and creator, Adrienne Hill, and I help coaches, course creators, and network and affiliate marketers, just like you, to build the skills, structure, and systems that you need to scale to six figures in business. And I teach people how to set up what I call a social media sales machine. Now, today, I promised you guys that I would show you how to get people begging for more information about your business, about your offers, and about whatever it is that you're selling. Okay. So as you join, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can see me and hear me. Let me know, what is it that you sell? What is it that you offer that you want to have people begging to get more information about? Because depending on the types of business builders we have joining us here live, I can tailor the training to fit your business. So welcome. It's so good to see you here. I can see the comments. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Okay, I'm glad that everything is streaming and working good. It's always good to check that. So for those of you who have ever kind of felt like you're making posts on social media, right? And people, you're putting in tons of time, tons of energy to come up with content, to come up with post ideas, to try to figure out what to say and how to say it, right? And you're putting in all this hard work and it's like crickets on your posts. We last week we started this whole Free Training Friday and we kind of kicked off this training series. So if you have not caught that one yet, you should circle back and catch last week's episode. This is a continuation, right, of that issue of people not engaging with your content. And this week, I promised I would show you guys exactly what to say and how to say it to get people to finally engage with you, and not just to engage and say hello, like where they're from or whatever, but to be asking, okay, this is interesting. I want to learn more. Where can I learn more? Where can I buy this, right? How does this work? Tell me more. How many of you would love to have these types of comments on the content that you are sharing on social media, specifically about your business and about your offers? Because the magic of what happens. Oh yeah, I should address. Hello, it's. I'm sorry I can't see your name. I'm actually hanging out this week in Florida with my friends Todd and Leah Ray, the founders of Digital Trailblazers. And that's why this background probably looks familiar to some of you, because yes, that's exactly where I am. I'm hanging out with them. So yeah, we must run in common circles, I suppose. So how many of you, okay, so I'm seeing, oh, it's Kurt. Hey, Kurt, good to see you here. So Sharon's saying she sells online courses for foster parents. So, right. So I'm sure Sharon would want more people, more foster parents commenting on the content she's sharing and saying, wow, this was super helpful. Where can I learn more? Where can I get more credits for my for my continued education? How can I make this easier? Right. The minute someone starts commenting on your posts like that and asking, where can I get more information? It's that much easier than to reach out and connect with them and start a conversation and connect them with the resources they need, which ultimately will probably end up for a sale in your business, right? Versus how many of you are still in that place where you're kind of scouring Facebook groups, you're trying to find people who are interested in what you're selling, you're struggling to find them, you're sending maybe cold messages to people, hey, how you doing? So great to be a new connection for you. What, like asking random questions, just try to start conversations. I hear a lot of people kind of struggling with this, of trying to start conversations cold, right? That cold reach out, that cold prospecting message, or the cold posts that are going out there just getting ignored. It's like crickets, no one's commenting, right? How many of you are frustrated with that lack of engagement, whether it's engagement on your posts or it's engagement in the DMs? It's not happening. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to get more people begging for more information. Learn more. Where can I buy this? Where can I read about this? Okay, well, that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. There must have been an interruption in my signal. So hopefully that. Oh, and it's not letting me show your comments on screen either. Looks like we have a connection issue. Yeah, it says weak. There's some sort of weak connection. Interesting. And just now it pops up. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do my best, you guys. I'm not in my home base. I'm not in my normal office. So we're just going to continue on the best we can. Good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see you. I wish I could see your name. If you click to give StreamYard permission, I'll be able to see all of your lovely names as you're communicating with me. So let's talk about what to say and how to say it to get people commenting like this on your post. Oh, hey, Daphne. It's so good to see you. So here is the trick, you guys. Tip number 1. You have to know what problem your audience is trying to solve, right? There has to be some sort of pain point, some sort of issue, some sort of problem they want to solve. So comment below, let me know. Think of one particular offer or one particular product, right? One thing that you sell, not your whole portfolio, zero in on one. What problem does it solve for people? Okay, comment, because as we go, I want you commenting because we're actually going to build out some copy that you can use on social media that's going to get engagement. Okay, so comment, let me know, what problem does your audience want to solve that you could help them with? Okay, so comment with the problem as soon as you know what that problem is, because people aren't going to engage with you just for no reason at all. People will generally engage with you if you can actively solve a problem they have, right? Like today, I'm helping you actively solve the problem of getting more comments and more engagement on your posts. But what problem do you solve? What problem can your product or your offer solve? Okay, so I want you to put that in the comments and let me know. I'm going to check and see. Okay, so, and thank you for commenting. You help people with finances. That's perfect. But be more specific. Specifically, what problem that's financially related can you solve? So here's the number one issue I see as people are trying to zero in on this is being too general. Specificity is your best friend, your best friend. So I didn't just say how to get more engagement. I said how to get people begging for information on your posts or live videos and commenting, tell me more, I want to learn more. That's very specific than just saying engagement. Engagement could be likes, it could be comments, right? It could be any number of things, right? So let's be super specific. So lose weight and gain energy. That's a great start, Tawanda. However, let's get more specific. Where specifically can you help them lose weight? Is it around the belly area, that hard to lose belly fat? Or maybe it's like hips and thighs. I know a lot of women are kind of struggling with the hips and thighs, right? Or maybe it's that they want to address like the arms, like the flabby arms. I mean, I know I got a little bit of that going on. I can relate to that myself, okay? The more specific you can be, the more someone's going to tune in. Okay, so specificity, yes. Specificity is your absolute best friend. So you absolutely want to do this. And so Kurt, you help entrepreneur dads. So we're getting more specific on who we're talking to. I love that, Kurt. That's wonderful. How to become the best version of themselves and have more time freedom. What does best version of themselves mean? It's kind of vague, right? Like what does that mean? Let's get more specific. What is one specific area? One specific version of bestness, if you will, that you can help them with? Is it having less of a temper, right? Is it being a better listener? Is it like what specifically? And this is the number one thing I see. You have to be specific. You have to be. So look at this. Foster parents need 15 to 20 continuing education hours each year, but it's hard to find affordable, relevant training. That is specific. That is specific, right? So that's what we're talking about. Time management. What specifically in time management can you help them with? Is it helping them to prioritize so they know how to spend their time? Is it how to stay on track without getting distracted? You know, like what specifically? So again, every single comment, you're on the right track, but we have to get more specific. Specificity is your best friend. That's what's going to make people listen to you. So Tawanda nailed it. I love this girl. I love this. I can't wait to chat later. Help women over 40, specific about who we're talking to. Love it. lose unwanted body fat so that they feel vibrant, energetic, and proud of their bodies. Body fat where? Pick a specific body part, and women are going to listen. If you say, hey, I'm Tawanda, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to specifically slim up the arm area. Who's struggling with underarm, kind of the flab, right? Who would love to learn how to get rid of underarm flab without exercising or dieting, even if you've never had success before? How many women do you think are going to tune into that? Versus if you say, hey, I'm Tawanda, I'm here to help you lose weight, right? Do you see like one of them just lands different? It lands different. It hits different. So if you get super specific, people are going to tune in and be like, yeah, I was actually thinking about my arms the other day. This is perfect. I'm going to listen to this. So Sharon's saying, I would listen to that. I would listen to that too, Tawanda. So she's saying, okay, that's great. Thanks. So yeah, think of whatever problem it is you solve and get like laser specific. And the great thing about that, Tawanda, I'm going to use your example because I think it's perfect. Tons of people can relate to weight loss. So we're going to stick with this for a minute, Tawanda, okay? Because one day you can do, say, a live training like this or a video or a post about the underarm area. The next day or the next week, it can be about that hard to lose belly fat. The next time it can be about the hips. And the next time it can be about the thighs. And the next time it can be like, are your calves too big that you have a hard time finding tall boots that fit you? I'm going to teach you how to slim down your calves. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm zeroing in, and that's going to catch people's attention. And there could even be another week where you're like, hey, if you've noticed that as you put on weight, like your chin area isn't looking as slim. If you're looking to slim down your chin area. And here's the great thing. So this is hitting, so you're getting it, right, Tawanda? The more specific you get, all of a sudden that single topic of weight loss that was really generic becomes like 12 topics as you target 12 different parts of the body. You guys seeing how this is going? So I love that you're loving this. I wish I could see your name. So that's part one of the formula, okay, is that you're going to pick a specific problem you're going to solve for people. Okay, so that's part one. So is everyone solid on having something super specific, a super specific problem to solve? Because we're going to jump into step two. Okay, step two, what benefit is it that the people want to get? Okay, so it's kind of like the opposite of the problem, right? So if the problem is the flabby arms, you don't just want to say, today I'm going to talk to you about how to get rid of that arm fat. You're going to say, I'm going to talk to you about how to specifically slim down fat in the arm area so that you have nice, thin, long, lean arms that can look really good in sleeveless shirts and tank tops because summer's right around the corner. Boom, that's going to hit different. And they're going to listen. They're going to want to listen to your post. They're going to want to listen to your video. So do you guys see how this is coming together? I'm saying like, yes, it's all coming together now. I love this. Okay. So we have to get super specific with the problem and super specific with the benefit that they're going to enjoy if they solve that problem, right? Are you guys seeing this? This is when people tune in and they're like, wow, it's like they're in my brain. I was just thinking about this the other day. I never even said it out loud, but she knows what's going on in here. The minute people feel like you know what's going on in their mind, they feel like you can help them in a way nobody else can help them. I love it, Kurt. I love that this is helping you. I love that so much. And so Sharon is doing a lovely job for those of you who are maybe catching me partway through. She's summarizing in the comments with stuff like this. She's summarizing each step as we go. So if you need a refresher and you're like, shoot, what was step one? Sharon's got you in the comments. Okay, so thank you, Sharon, for doing that. Okay, so we covered step one and we covered step two, hitting the problem in a super specific way, right? That's step one. And then step two, talking about the benefit they're now going to enjoy in a super specific way and kind of tease it a little bit, you know, and as people are commenting, I want this, oh my gosh, this is the worst. You can ask them things like, okay, let me know who is relating to this issue right now. Let me know in the comments, just say, you know, hashtag totally me if this is you, okay? And people will be commenting, totally me. I want to fix this, right? What does that do? It boosts the algorithm. And suddenly all eyes are now on your post. because people are relating to you. You're telling them about something they really want to fix, and you're telling them about the benefit they can get on the other end if they stay tuned with you, okay? And you're triggering the algorithm. And suddenly more and more and more people are going to start seeing that post. That's what makes it viral. That's why people start literally begging for information, because it trips that kind of viral trigger, right? And so then step 3, right? Step 3, what objections are standing in their way? What's the one thing that might prevent them from taking action? So you might notice in the example, so Tawanda, like, bonus for you, you're kind of getting some free coaching today, right? If you were talking about the underarm area and you said, I'm going to help you lose fat specifically on your underarms so that you can have those long, lean arms that look great in a tank top without having to do any crazy dieting or exercise. Because that might be the one objection stuck in their mind where they're like, yeah, I've heard this before. You're going to tell me to work out and you're going to tell me that I have to restrict certain foods. And I'm sorry, just not doing that, right? Like whatever's that one thing in their head where they're thinking, blah, 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 heard this before, and I don't want to do it. What's that one thing for your offer, for your product that you're trying to get someone to pay attention to? Is that little inner voice of like, blah, 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 heard this before. How many of you, right? How many of you have done that as you've watched people's content? How many of you have even had that thought of like, yeah, okay, she's probably going to tell me something I've heard before. How many of you thought today I was going to tell you something you'd heard before? It's okay. You can admit it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Okay. But that's why I like to, if you can also address the objection at the same time, all of a sudden their radar is up, like up, and they are listening. That's what gets them not just listening and not just engaging, but begging for info, begging for info. This is how you have to get into the mind of the person, get into their mind, okay? So we're going to fill out this formula now. If you've thought about the problem you solve, the benefit you give people, and the objection that might be standing in the way, you simply fill in a formula. It's a fill in the blank formula to success. You're going to show people how to get that benefit or solve that problem without doing something they don't want to do, even if there's a major objection in their mind. And if you do this, people will comment, people will engage, people will listen to you, and they'll be saying like, okay, tell me more, but how does this work? Right? So even you guys might be thinking like it's starting to click, and you're realizing like, ooh, this is good. Like I could work with this. If I just had more formulas like this, I think I could do it. Right? But I need more than just one, right? But it's clicking and you're getting it and you're realizing, ooh, so this is how to get people commenting. Imagine if you had a library, right? So I'm going to fill this in for you guys, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to get viral engagement on every post you make, right? Without having to like beg your friends and family to comment on it first to trigger that algorithm. Even if you've never had a successful viral engagement post or video in the past. And I'm going to give you dozens of formulas like the one I showed you today to help you to do that. Would that be helpful for you? Is that something that would help you in your business? If you had not just the understanding of how to use these formulas, but had a couple dozen of them, would that help you? Right? Let me know if that is something that would kind of help it click in your mind, and to not just get it today and then tomorrow when you're sitting down, right? Because it made sense to talk about it. Like it made sense to me. It would help me. Okay, so I'm going to continue. It might break up, really help out. I have a screen. stopped working. So if you comment viral below, viral, VIRAL, contact you. There you go. Comment viral below to get the viral social post mini course where it's like more of these formulas, right? And it's going to walk you through all of the different ways to magnetically connect with the people watching you and how to get them engaging with you more. Okay, so to scoop that up, just comment viral below and someone on my team will contact you to get you more of these formulas. If this was like blowing your mind and you know you need more of it, you can have that. Now, you can also comment 100K below. I have a full 6-figure blueprint mini course that takes you through, we go deeper, right? Deeper into once these people start commenting, what do I actually do with them? Like, what do I say to them in the DMs? How do I actually get them from those comments to an actual sale? Like, what's all the stuff that happens in between? Like, please, someone clarify what happens in between. If you've been wondering what happens in between, simply comment 100K and my team will connect you with a free mini course that walks you through everything that you should be doing after you start getting these viral comments on your post. Okay, so that you can, I might not be sitting there with you, but it will kind of feel like I am a little bit. Okay, so if you comment 100K, my team will connect you with that free mini course. Okay, and then for those of you who are like, this was so helpful, I really just need a little bit more of Adrienne in my life. I totally get that. And I love meeting and talking with people. If you comment strategy below, my team will connect with you for us to have a free 45-minute strategy session where we can talk through your unique business. What are your offers? What are the types of things you're trying to sell? And how can you not just get some viral engagement here and there on a post, but how can you actually set up a full 6-figure strategy to have that on-ramp all the way up to hit your income goals, right? Like, I can help you one post at a time, but what if I helped you get all the way to 6 figures? What if we created a strategy together that was very specific to you and your business, the issues you're struggling with, right? Like, Tawanda, the stuff you're working on might be totally different than what Kurt is working on. And so I do my best in these short trainings, but sometimes you just got to talk it out. Okay. So if you really want to talk it out, just comment strategy below and you'll be able to grab 45 minutes with me where we can talk through the strategy for your unique business. Okay. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. I hope this helps to open your eyes. I'm seeing lots of comments of people, wanting to grab the 100K mini course. I love that. Tawanda, I think this is really going to be great for you. I know we've been chit-chatting a bit and I think this is going to be perfect. I see Kurt is kind of wanting the viral solution. That's great. I really want you guys making use of that. All kinds of things. And yes, Nikki, yes to the in-between. What happens in between when the first time you get a flood of comments, you're going to be like, yes, this is great. Oh God, what do I do with them? How many of you are kind of realizing like, oh, I got to know what to do with these people once they show up, right? That is what I'm going to help you with. I am so glad, Kurt, that you enjoyed this training. I'm here for you guys every Friday. I do Free Training Friday. Okay. And so we will continue the conversation next week. So it was so good to be with you guys today. I so appreciate you. And I love helping people like you build your businesses. I am cheering for you. And I am so glad that we made new friends today too. I love that, Tawanda, Kurt, Nikki. Yeah, circle back, watch the whole thing. I'm so sorry that my connection's terrible, but next week I will be back in my home office and it will be back to normal. Okay. So until then, you guys have an amazing weekend and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.